Hey there, race fans. It's race day top 5 with me, Frank 5. We are officially halfway through the 2017 Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series season, and things are getting a little bit intense right now between who's going to make the playoffs and who is not. And this weekend in Kentucky, it didn't really change as much, but it was something to enjoy. Number 1, Martin Truex Jr., or as his spotter Clayton Hughes calls him, MTJ, scored his 3rd win of the Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series season at Kentucky last night in the Quaker State 400. Truex Jr. has been dominant on mile-and-a-half tracks. Not only did he dominate this race, but he won all 3 stages. And who was the last person to do that? Martin Truex Jr. Where? Earlier this year at Las Vegas. So obviously, the money and all of the things in furniture racing for Martin Truex Jr. right now, things are going really good. He has 28 bonus playoffs points. When you win a stage or you win a race, you pick up points. And this year, he's accumulated more bonus points than any other driver. I mean, people are probably saying right now, he's going to run away with this thing. He's going to run away with this thing. He's going to win the championship. Well, the way he's running right now, that looks like it's going to happen. And he was able to overcome a lot last night. He was about ready to win the race with 15-second gap with 2 to go, and then Kurt Busch's engine let go. And they were gambling, do we pit or do we stay out? They stayed out while everyone else came to pit road. But he got a great restart, pulled away, and then a caution right behind him came out and went away and won the thing over Kyle Larson, who had to start at the back of the race, Chase Elliott, Denny Hamlin, and Kyle Busch. Number 2, Chase Elliott, great performance last night. Much better than our result from last year at Kentucky when we got eliminated early, when we had a good race car. We weren't as good as the start of the race, but as we progressed at middle of stage 2, we took some strategy to come in and change tires and was able to gain some track position and score points. And then when third stage came, we were a top 5 car. Boy, I honestly felt like if Larson got with Truex and they got tangled together, he would have been there. But still, nonetheless, so proud of Chase Elliott in the 2014. Number 3, Penske Racing. Boy, they had a long night. Well, short night for Brad Keselowski because he got loose in turn 3 and took out himself and Jimmy Johnson. And Brad was a little bit vocal on the racing at Kentucky, saying we needed to bring a better aero package because these cars can't drive at all here. We needed something more competitive at Kentucky, and he was a little bit upset about that. So, I mean, saying the restarts are the best parts about Kentucky. I mean, quite honestly, I agree with him. Restarts are fun, and, longer the race goes, there's not a lot of passing. I mean, there were at times, but not a lot, like you would expect. And Joey Logano, he really is in big trouble right now. He's 7 points outside the cut line to make the playoffs, and he's just got to fix it. He salvaged for a top 10 last night, but if they're going to win, they need to be better. They need to execute well. They need to have a good handling race car. They only had a top 15 car last night. They're lucky they got a top 10 because they used strategy. So, well, hopefully the Penske cars can figure out something because the playoffs are coming and they need to step it up a little bit. Number 4, restarts. Turn 3, they are a handful. It's always, going into turn 3, you gotta be passing people, and you tend to get loose if you're running on the bottom of the racetrack, and that automatically take somebody out and officially end your night. Boo. And number 5, Matt Kenseth had a great car earlier in the night, and was running in the top 5, got shuffled to the top 10, went a lap down, and then he was positioned to get top 10 on the last restart. Unfortunately, got turned around by Bubba Wallace Jr. and settled for 17th place. But the big storyline entering the week is that it is rumored that Matt Kenseth is not going to be back with Gibbs Racing next year. So, as of right now, he is a free agent. So, hopefully he picks up a ride. Rumors are he's going to Hendrick and replace Jr. Honestly, I think he should go to the 77 car, where Eric Jones is right now. Jones can go to the 20. Kenseth can go to the 77 and be teammates with Truex. But we don't know that. So, coming up, it's the Magic Mile at Loudon, New Hampshire, where Joey Logano is the hometown favorite and the favorite overall. Matt Kenseth won the race a year ago. Can they win to get themselves into the playoffs? That's the big question. So don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like. Congrats to MTJ, Martin Truex Jr. on his win in Kentucky. And I'll see y'all next week.